Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Masai Mara. We're about to see the cutest thing. There is 2 lionesses that have just killed a zebra. We missed the action, but they've called their cubs, and we can see their cubs running in from the distance. Let's just keep watching from here. We're going to maybe be a little bit far away. Look at all those eyes. Those are the cubs waiting, and that's one of the mothers. There's 2 of them running back in their direction. I wonder why she's running so intently. Try and zoom out a bit, Manu. What's that there? Ooh, that is, I think it's another cub. It is another cub. Let's move forward a bit. We're a bit far from the action here. Hello everyone, my name's Scott. Excuse me. I'm teamed up with Manu on camera, and we've just headed out. It's about 8 o'clock in the evening, and we stumbled upon these 2 lionesses that have just made a kill. We missed it, like I said, but they're about to reunite with their cubs, and it's going to be very cute. Let's see if you can see where they are, Manu. I think she was running down the road. Okay, 12 o'clock, thank you, sir. Just going to move a little bit quicker. I don't want to miss out on them reuniting. It's going to be so super cute. So we're in for a treat, and I think we've arrived just in time. I think the cubs have just arrived. Let's stop right here. This is at least one of the cubs, or 2 of the cubs. Oh, there's some little ones there. Wonderful. Look at this. Hello, Elaine. And more keep tumbling in. You would like to know what pride of line is this? And I think this is the sausage tree pride, from as far as I'm aware. I think Taylor, one of the other guides, may have bumped into her earlier today. And, or at least these 2 lionesses, not with all the cubs. The cubs would have been stashed away somewhere. They're varying ages, but even still, their mothers will tuck them away so that they can get some peace and quiet and some effective hunting done. Well, what a great start to the evening. It's 8:30, like I said. It's a nice, warm, still evening. And we've had a busy day fixing up one of our vehicles, so we've got 3 vehicles out again, so 3 of us will be scouring the Mara. The only people lucky enough to be able to be out after dark are the 3 of us. And all of you. And Riedel, you would like to know how old the youngest cubs are. And I'm guessing at about 4 months old, 4 to 6 months, I think, are the range of these cubs. But I could be wrong. Now, what's also interesting is that they've just abandoned a basically full zebra carcass behind them. And again, just testament to how much food is available and how many opportunities are available for these predators to take, that they cannot say no to an opportunity. They would be silly to take it down. But then, of course, they're killing on a full stomach a lot of the time, so they can only eat a little bit of some carcasses and nothing of others. Sometimes they just make a kill and completely abandon it. So, strange behavior, but certainly not during the migration. Lion would ordinarily never leave a kill. They would guard it fiercely from hyena and other predators until they, of course, finish it. But now they are walking straight away from it, and even the cubs are quite full-bellied. Dominique, you'd like to know if there's any more prey around in the general area, and there doesn't seem to be. We've been having a look with a spotlight. As we drive around, I shine this big spotlight. It's actually the headlight from a car because our other spotlight broke, but it's doing a good job. And I didn't see anything, and even now as I scan around, I can't see any prey in the general area, and I haven't seen much for the few kilometers or miles that we've been driving before we got here. Oh, cool, it looks like they're taking a drink. This is going to be great. Well, it may be a little bit tricky for Manu to focus on me when I'm chatting with you guys. It's because he's got a massive lens on this camera. And
Not only that, it's an infrared camera, so once I'm in position, I'll switch off the lights of the car, and then we'll be shooting in absolute pitch darkness. So
everything you see now is thanks to the infrared lighting, and how cool is this? Now, Joe, you'd like to know, at what age will these cubs start participating in hunting? And even from now, I've seen cubs that are 6 months old catch an impala before, and basically what had happened is a herd of impala stumbled upon the lion when they were sleeping, and the two lionesses saw the opportunity. They tried to catch them, and in doing so, they chased the impala straight through the cubs, and instinctively, the cubs latched onto one of them. So, I mean, 6 months is a bit young. From usually about anywhere upwards from 1.5 years to 2 years is when cubs will start kind of more actively getting involved in the hunting, but still being very inexperienced. But that is the beauty of nature and being out here, is that there's always exceptions to the rule, and you do get random stories and random opportunities that will present themselves to cubs to take. Let's listen carefully. You may even be able to hear her drinking. Isn't this wonderful? She's in great, great condition, this lioness, as are these cubs. Sandy, you would like to know if the cubs here would be any safer perhaps than the cubs in the Sabi Sands, or possibly less safe due to the more open terrain. And to be honest, I think it's kind of equal, because the animals seeking them out have got such good senses. Whether they're out in an open clearing or in thickets, they'll be able to smell them. And that way, I think both hyenas and other lions, which are, to be honest, lion cubs' biggest threats, it's not going to make a huge difference the habitat they live in, as long as there's a few decent hiding places where their parents can tuck them away when they're incredibly young, which there are enough of here. Blessings. Whew, I just hauled in a sneeze there, excuse me. This is a live safari, so no editing, unscripted. And you get the odd sneeze from me. Look at all the mud on this cub's chin. Terry, you would like to know if there's a season when lions or lioness will give birth. And no, there ordinarily isn't. Their gestation period is very short. It's only 3 months. And they can mate at any time of the year. Interestingly, with lion, often several lionesses within a pride may come into season at a similar period, and this is a good example thereof, with cubs of very similar ages, only a couple of months apart. But there is certainly no season, so they can give birth in autumn, winter, summer, spring. Not that we get a huge change of seasons up here on the equator. We are just south of the equator in the Masai Mara. I'd say maybe 300 miles south of the equator, so there's not huge changes with the weather throughout the seasons. There's more of a winter and a summer without the autumn and spring. Now, I wonder what these lions are going to do. But I don't think we're going to stick around too long. I'm thinking of heading off to another pride of lion that are in a more favorable area. The reason being is that there are large herds of wildebeest to the south of here. The wildebeest appear to have already turned south towards Tanzania. Let's hope they're not going to continue south. Let's hope they maybe come back north for a little visit. There's no set rules as to how the migration moves, but they will be starting to head south away from us. Now, these lions don't have much food around, whereas another pride of lions that James found earlier does. So I'm thinking of trying to get us into that migration lion action, and we'll leave these cubs in this pride to be. But we thought we couldn't resist sharing this little moment with you along the way to possibly more action and more exciting things. Thanks for joining in. We will keep you posted. Stay tuned for updates. And like I said, James is also out. Taylor's going to be coming out a bit later, and myself. So 3 of us are going to be out all night tonight. It could be an epic, epic late night safari. Goodbye, everyone.